Hi beautiful souls, I hope y'all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. My name is Maya. So I want to do a collective reading, see what the angels have for you, what messages they have for you today. Don't mind the mess in the background. Ooh, I'm trying to sort this incense stick out. Okay, so moon, I'm getting work with the moon. Stare into the moon, connect your energy with the moon. I am also being guided to use this herbal astrology oracle deck. I haven't used it in a bit, but I'm being guided to use it right now. I do need to cleanse it, however. I haven't used it for a long time. So I want to use the traditional tarot deck as well. So I feel like you're being guided to let go of something that's lowering your vibration. Oh, I also do have channeled songs as well that I'd like to go through with you guys. So the channeled songs that I have is "You Had Me at Hello, Hello, Hello." So it's Beyonce, "Hello." It was many years ago. Hello. And the other song that I got was by Major, and the song is "Why I Love You." And the other song is I Am Ready for Love by India Arie. And she says in the song, maybe you think I'm not ready, that I have more to learn. I feel like maybe you are someone with a soul tie and you're doing the inner work, you're healing, you're raising your frequency, you're letting go of your traumas, you are working on bettering yourself, developing yourself, chasing your dreams, and loving yourself enough to be your own hero is what I heard. And also, instead of waiting for a knight in shining armor, for you to be your own hero. That is what the divine has been guiding you to do this whole time. Even though you're someone who probably has a twin flame or probably has a high level soulmate and you're in separation or whatever, you're being guided to love yourself, because this connection is a catalyst to heal yourself and work on yourself. And I feel like if you're someone who's connected to my YouTube channel or any other social stream or media, I talk a lot about self-development and how twin flame is to align you with the divine and your purpose, your soul purpose, and you connecting with yourself, divine union within your own self, divine masculine energy and feminine energy within yourself, getting to know yourself and reaching self-actualization, individualization, your calling, finding that philosopher's stone that we are all born with. We are all born abundant. So it takes work. It's the journey of the hero, the journey of the chosen one, to release and let go of everything that's been put in our path to discourage us. And I feel like a lot of the readers on YouTube and other places don't fully understand the message or the purpose behind a twin flame. And twin flame is for you to find your own individual connection with the universe and everyone else. Although you're in a twin flame connection, it's two bodies, one soul. One soul in a divine masculine body and a divine feminine body, the yin and yang. And it also is finding that interconnectedness, that collective oneness in everything in the universe, realizing there's no such thing as separation, not just in your connection, but in the whole universe within itself. Seeing how everything is interconnected on a molecule level, microorganism. I'm getting a lot of like minor arcana and major arcana references, how as above so below, as within so without. Everything that's happening in the solar system is also happening not only within us, but also the way the neurons, if you are someone who studied psychology or neurology and you know how the brain functions, or biology in general, how organisms and the nervous system is interconnected and how it functions, you realize this function is in every living thing, living organism. So I'm getting very scientific here. I didn't mean to, but it's learning, studying, expanding your mind. The more you seek knowledge, the more you understand how the universe has always been functioning. You've done this in past lives. If you are drawn to this channel, you are being guided to wake up and continue or finish off the work that you've been practicing and doing for lifetimes. So to go back to the songs that I've been channeling for you, the other song that I got is by Eric Robinson, and he says, God has a fun. So the song is called Lessons. And just to get two lyrics from the song, he says, God has a funny way of showing you lessons. If I never went through it, I would never have found. If I never is it went or gone? If I never went through it, I would never have found a love like you. And then number 6 here. So what I'm getting, the reference to the song, the message that I channeled in this song is, every heartbreak. Oh my God, I made a mess of the incense stick. Dust. Constantly have to keep cleaning it. Okay, so I'm getting, every heartbreak was a lesson. And every failure wasn't really a failure because you're looking at it as a failure. If you identify it as a failure, then you haven't really learned the lesson. But if you've learned the lesson, you won't see them as failures. You'll see them as training, as lessons, right? So it also teaches you to appreciate in the long run when you do finally like realize their lessons and you learn the lessons and you take them with you and you, I'm getting reticular activating system, the RAS, the way your mind expands, the more you open. Every time you learn a lesson, you start thinking differently, you start acting differently, you start receiving information differently, like your whole mentality changes. And when your mentality, why is that word different in my tongue right now? Mentality, it feels weird saying it. I don't know what's going on. I feel weird right now. But I'm getting, when your mentality changes, you appreciate the littlest things, and your appreciation, your gratitude grows as well. You realize the purpose and the meaning and the higher purpose, the divine purpose for everything in your life. I also saw 1212 earlier as well. So you may be seeing 9s, 6s a lot. 1212 is 6, right? Yeah, I said 6 earlier. It says number 6 here. And then 1212. So you're seeing 6s a lot. You're seeing 1s a lot. You're seeing 7s a lot. And 69. You may be seeing 69 on cars or anywhere. Maybe your battery life and stuff like that. So those are the songs. Let us get into the, I'm gonna use 3 decks. mentioned. You're being guided to get yourself a citrine crystal. Passion flower, surrender. This is what I'm talking about, surrendering to the divine, to the high perspective, to things that are not in your control. Is that Neptune energy? 7, the universe. I'm also getting something to do with the 7th day, judgment. Passion flower. I'm also going to read, because I'm not that familiar with this deck. You may be seeing owls a lot. You may be thinking about getting yourself a blue lotus flower, the Egyptian blue lotus flower, and connecting with water. Also, I feel like you're being guided to collect rain. Maybe you're thinking about collecting rain. Psilocybin. So the blue lotus flower, I think, is a psilocybin, is a psychedelic, right? Yeah, you're being guided to use some psychedelics. You're meant to be having a very shamanic experience, maybe on your own, but definitely with a shaman as well. Maybe you're a shaman yourself. I think I'm speaking to a shaman. Commune. Connect with your ancestors is what I'm getting. And the universe. Earlier, all day today, I've been seeing mushrooms. And mushrooms talks about the underworld and ancestors and the spirit realm. There's mushrooms here. Oh, shrooms. Maybe thinking about getting shrooms. I'm also hearing microdosing. Thank you, spirit team. I'm telling you to work with psilocybin. And Damiana, number 11, the beloved Damiana. Look at that. I feel like it's saying divine masculine and divine feminine energy. The work that you're doing as the divine feminine or the divine masculine, whoever's watching this, is also helping your divine counterpart grow as well. The more you raise your frequency and elevate your vibration, you're also elevating this person as well. I'm telling you, you're connected to the underworld. I'm also getting the death card in traditional tarot right now, which is Scorpio, which is right here somewhere. Pluto. Pluto, mysticism, transformation, investigation, I'm also getting Osiris as well. So the 10 of Pentacles keeps coming up, divine counterparts, but yeah, here we are. I don't know why I was looking for it. There's a reason why I looked for the card, even though it was a bit long. Underworld. God of the underworld. I feel like you're someone who has gifts when it comes to spiritual awakenings, and you someone's about to pass away. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who had this gift or ability since you were a child. You would, the ravens, I'm getting Odin as well. Wednesday. I don't understand the messages that I'm getting, but I am getting messages of Odin, the ravens. They're the messengers of the underworld. Ravens, crows, they know when someone's about to pass away as well. If you see crows around a house, it means someone's about to die in that home, or that there's someone playing or meddling, doing dark magic is what I'm getting. So you bring justice to those people who were wronged, people who people have sent entities or negative energies, hexes and curses. So I'm getting like exorcist kind of vibe with you as well. You remove hexes from people, you raise people's frequency, you heal people, and you also recognize those people that are affected. You know when someone's affected with dark magic is what I'm getting. Okay, let's read the guidebook for tobacco. I want to start reading tobacco. So your spirit guides want you to start doing offerings with tobacco. You may be a smoker, or you use tobacco somehow. By the way, did you guys know that you can make black salt with tobacco? Because I've been thinking, I think you're being guided to start making black salt yourself. I don't know if you can use dark salt, black salt by incense. I'll Google it. I'm being called to, see, you're being called to go into your shamanic practices. So you can use tobacco. If you're someone who smokes, use that ash so you can make black salt. Don't throw it away. Get a bowl, ashtray, is that what it's called? And then use that tobacco to cleanse your home with. I buy them, but I want to start making them myself. I'm gonna start with the tobacco card, and then wow, the endeavoring snake. So you're connected to medieval, you're connected to ancient Asian mystics or myths, mythology, and endowering, whatever, however you say it. Snake talks about death and transformation, and also connection with the universe. I need to write about that so I can know what I'm talking about when I talk about the. I feel like you're being guided to get a tattoo. It doesn't usually look like this traditionally. Endowering. Can't say the word. Snake. You maybe want to get a dragon tattoo as well. You're very dark and mystical, whoever I'm talking to. You're a wounded healer. Yeah, you're a wounded healer who's going to help heal the collective. You need to look at your Chiron placement, your Jupiter placement, and your Saturn placements as well. They're very significant. It will tell you what your life purpose is. Even though you know what your life purpose is, earlier I talked about Pluto, Scorpio, and the Death card, and that is also an astrologer. You're meant to be an astrologer. You're meant to learn about astrology, work with astrology, as above so below, right? Whatever's happening out there, the stars, everything is interconnected. This is knowledge that has been cut off from us. We've been severed from the spirit realm, and this knowledge that used to be taught back home or just in Africa in general, this knowledge is the way of life that we've been taught that is woo-woo, it is false, it is lies. You're definitely being guided to learn about astrology, because the solar system and the celestial bodies do have an effect. I just saw 222 life purpose. This is your life purpose. So it does have an effect on our psyche, physiology, our hormones and everything. So each planet is connected to an organ or a part of your body, and the celestial bodies, the moon and the sun, is also affecting our hormones, our emotions, our psyche, you know. So get into spirituality, take it more serious, just day by day. There's no rush, just learn, go with the flow. You are getting the guidance is what I'm getting, okay? So I want to start with tobacco, which is number 24. Also lavender. You're a herbalist as well. You're meant to work with herbs. I recently bought a whole load of like lavender incense sticks and stuff like that. Lavender is very good to include into your oil, your hair oil. Very soothing, very relaxing, very therapeutic. The essential oil, just add a pinch to your hair oil, and it also stimulates your scalp as well. I'm a herbalist at heart, but yeah, let's just continue. So look at that, tobacco offering, and then it says Pluto. It says Pluto and Mars. Scorpio is ruled, you may be a Scorpio rising or like strong Scorpio in your top 3. You have Scorpio in your top 3, either your rising, your sun, or your moon, or your north node as well. Look at your Scorpio placements. You're an astrologer, you're a Scorpio. Okay, I'm Scorpio rising, by the way. I like this, I like this, I like this. This reading is really getting me excited. And it's so clear, the messages. I love. You are a moon goddess, just came to my mind. So work with the moon cycles. Right now I'm recording this. It doesn't matter. Time is irrelevant, or time is relevant. So everything is all happening at the right time and at once, okay? And whenever you're watching this video, you're meant to watch it now. But I am going to just say the date just for my sake. Maybe there's some significance to it by the time you're watching this video as well. But today is 9/11, November the 9th, and I have been talking about the number 911 a lot lately, and I didn't know that I was predicting this day this whole time that I've been saying 911, because 911 talks about, it means spiritual awakening. It can mean death. We were talking about death as well. So it does mean death, but it also means spiritual awakening, like a higher level of conscious awareness. Okay, so tobacco offering, Nicotiana tabacon, is that the name? Nicotiana rusticum. I don't know what language that is. I think it's Colombian. A rainforest herbalist, Adriana Ailes, medicine maker, mother, educator, and owner of Animal Mundi Herbals in Brooklyn, New York. You may be guided to go to Brooklyn, New York. You may be Latina. Okay, or you may have bloodline in with Latina, or you have spirit guides or ancestors that are Latina. Interesting. So it says upright power ofrenda, offering. You may want to learn Spanish. You're being called to. I feel like you're going to pick it up very quickly because your ancestors spoke it, or you spoke it in a past life. This is a language that is dormant in your psyche, your subconscious. You know, our soul is in our psyche. Psychology is the Latin word for the study of the soul. Anything that has ology means study of, and psyche means soul. So that's why some people can speak different languages when they're in a trance. They are channeling, their soul is channeling. Not just possession, but also channeling. You can channel your past lives. I'm getting a strong ring right now. I feel like my higher self is definitely speaking to me right now. I'm getting a lot of messages, so bear with me. I may pause while I'm reading, okay? Okay. Divine gift, invocation, respect, deep alignment with will and purpose. It didn't come out reversed, but it says here, if it comes out reversed, it means illusion of power, power hungry, lack of respect, inner conflict, addiction, stuck in habits, fear of failure. So you may be someone who has addiction because of your innate fear of failure. You're feeling that fear with addiction, whether it is not just smoking, drinking, work, sex, whatever. You're feeling a void of fear deep down if you're addicted to something. There's a lot of books on addiction if you feel like you're fighting an addiction right now, or struggling to let go of an addiction at this minute. Okay, so it says astrological ruler. I ain't kidding you guys, it's crazy, the synchronicity is happening right now. So astrological ruler is Mars and Pluto, and Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. Tobacco is used amongst indigenous groups across the Americas as an offering to the gods for smoke cleansing, as an offering to the spirits, a sacred smoke at council meetings, and as a ceremonial juice during vision quests, widely used by shamans in the Amazon called tabacuros. Tobacco is considered a planta maestra, and that means teacher, master plant. So tobacco is considered as a master plant, as a teacher master plant. Interesting. Is that a pen mark? These plants are key to protective spirits and important allies and guides in healing of humanity. In pre-Columbian North America, different tribes used tobacco ceremonially. The main difference between them and Central and South American tribes is that they smoked tobacco through a pipe. Various indigenous people from the Americas use tobacco for healing a wide range of ailments such as earaches, snake bites, cuts and burns, respiratory disease, fever, convulsion, nervous issues, urinary complaints, skin disease, and parasites. Many traditions hold that tobacco is a protective spirit given to humanity to enable communication with the spirit world. Tobacco is one of the ultimate ofrendas or sacred offerings to the spirit world. It has been placed on altars and traded amongst different societies for hundreds of years, and has been used by many indigenous people as a symbolic token for sealing peace amongst tribes. I am also getting the the way the indigenous people use tobacco or made, like, it was very organic is what I'm getting. The tobacco that you get from the local stores or shops has multiple is it carcinogenic, like cancer causing ingredients. So it's not the same as what I'm reading here, okay? So it says here, guidance. The gods of power are here to serve and they demand loving respect. Tobacco reminds us to utilize power compassionately. How we use and direct this power determines the quality of life. Offer your action as a divine gift, selflessly in a service to the sacred. So a lot of people smoke out of addiction, out of, you know, feeling a void, and that's when you abuse it. But it's much like the green stuff, the Mary Jane, you know. It is very spiritual. It is to connect to the spirit realm, but a lot of people abuse it. So it's supposed to be used ceremonial or as an offering, or, you know, connecting to source. Grandfather tobacco is protective and powerful energy. Loving opens the doorway to the spirit world. So to those who ask with humility and respect, don't allow the illusions of power to ignite destructive behaviors or propel you towards addictive habits. There you go. That being said, I also want to get into the psilocybin as well. There's a reason why these things have... Is psilocybin illegal? I don't think so. I know Mary Jane is. I'm getting educate yourself on these topics because there's false knowledge. You would be surprised. Maybe you're already on that journey, on that path, and you know what I'm talking about. But do your homework. I ain't here to give you everything, feed you everything, you know. So if you feel guided to, do read it, yeah. So the next one is psilocybin 49. I opened the right page. I like that. So it says here, upright, communicating with the sacred, connecting to otherworldly energy, remote viewing, regeneration through union, coming together with a tribe, finding cosmic family. So that's the positive, yeah. And the negative, because everything has a positive and negative, and the negative is again Pluto and Sun. I'm telling you, there's a lot of Pluto energy today. I'll be shocked if every single one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 6 cards. Oh, I would love to read hibiscus too, because I drink a lot of hibiscus tea. Okay, so it says the negatives is disconnection, lacking community, fear of merging with others, lack of... This is also with Mary Jane as well, the marijuana weed. I don't know if I can say it. If you're in a negative state, negative emotion, and you're abusing it, you won't benefit the benefits. You won't reap the benefits of it. It will affect you negatively. You'll become paranoid and decline in your brain and all the negative stuff that's out there. And not all are organic either. Some are laced. So you got to be very careful with this stuff. Lack of interest in connection, soul loss, pain from the past. You have used psilocybin in... Interesting. So it says here, Mesoamerican cultures such as the Olmec, Zapotec, Maya, and Aztec have used psilocybin in rituals for over 10,000 years. The Aztec referred to psilocybin mushrooms as the language Tionanaacatl, meaning flesh of the gods. In Nahuatl, they believed Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent and creator deity, placed the mushrooms on earth as a gift. These sacred vision-inducing mushrooms were and are revered by indigenous people as a gateway to the realm of the gods and a way to receive deep spirit. Ooh, I remember when I had a psychedelic experience, shrooms. I started communicating and I saw Lilith. I saw the spirit of Lilith, and she guided me with a lot of things. She healed me with some things as well that I didn't even realize that I was holding on to negative energy. Basically, I'm just gonna share it here. Maybe you need to hear this, okay? I'm going to share this personal story. So I was SA'd as a child, and I've experienced a lot of abuse in general. So my sexual energy, my solar plexus, my lower chakras has been blocked, and my sexuality and my confidence and my relationship with men has also been affected as well. Even though it wasn't that completely bad, but it was very dense and very difficult for me to. I didn't even take the psilocybin, the shrooms, for that. I was just guided to. I was getting so many signs and messages. Maybe you're getting so many signs and messages to use blue lotus flower, to use shrooms and stuff like that to help you unblock certain things that's hidden in your subconscious mind. I didn't even take it for that, but I saw the spirit of Lilith, and it is a story. It was very profound, very beautiful, weird. I was doing moves that I never thought I could do. I was moving as I became like a ballet dancer, but I didn't even have those abilities. I was dancing, but also releasing tension in my joints. I was so flexible. I didn't even know I was that flexible, or I could be that flexible. It was like she was helping me and guiding me, and I was following her. It was a very interesting feeling. Very interesting feeling. I haven't tried it again since, but... And she doesn't look like the way she's depicted in a lot of things. Definitely black wings though. She has black wings. Okay. So I don't know what it is that you're being guided to release that's buried in your subconscious mind, but it will connect you with goddesses, a certain goddess that wants to work with you, and this goddess, maybe Lilith herself, is guiding you and wanting to work with you and heal you and help you. Alright, so it says here, when Spanish missionaries recorded these practices, they deemed the ceremonies to be devil worship. Lilith is, what I'm talking about is considered devil worship, but you healing yourself and healing others and raising people's consciousness and awareness and closer to the divine, the message speaks for itself. The actions, the intentions speak for itself. Don't let anyone or anything that you read or hear distract you or dishearten you from working with these deities, because these people are keeping you low vibrational by putting fear in you and telling you this is devil worship. You know, if they want you to stay away from something, of course they're going to paint it as devilish and scary, because how else are we going to stay away from it? You know, I stayed away from these topics and these things and stuff because I'm connected to God, the universe. So of course I'm not going to work with God's ops, you know. I'm not going to work with the dark. Of course I'm going to stay away from that. So for a long time, what helped me actually go into where I was guided to not go, exactly where you're being guided to not go, that is devilish, that is bad, what helped me overcome that fear was knowing my intentions, knowing my heart, knowing my reason, and it's to get closer to myself and get closer to the divine, to the Most High, to the universe, and to the angels, you know. So earlier Damien came to my mind as well. Damien. Yeah, I'm gonna read it. But what helped me get over my fear was knowing my intention. So I started communicating with God, with the angels, and asking for protection of, you know, enhancing my discernment, my intuition, and also protecting me from low vibrational entities and energies and manipulation and illusions and the darkness and all of that. I was praying for me to be guided in the right path, and if I am going towards the wrong path, to redirect me to the right path, because I'm just learning, I'm just a student. I don't know what I'm doing. At that time I didn't know, I didn't have a guide, so I was in a way following my heart. And if something felt like it was putting fear in me, instead of running away from the fear, facing it, knowing that I can overcome it, you know, that I am protected by God, because God knows my intention. God being your higher self, God being your father and mother, creator. We are all seeds of the universe. We're star seeds. So I knew that if I go to this place or dive into this knowledge and it ends up being devilish or bad, I know I can come back out of it. So I had the faith that I need to go and find out for myself. I've been getting a lot of Pluto, Scorpio, darkness, underworld, and all of it. Aphrodite is another goddess that wants to work with you. You have to go into the dark to get to the light. You have to go dive deep into the darkness to know the depths of who you are as a soul, as a being, because we all have darkness and light within us. But if you run away from the dark, or you feel like you can't overcome it, you will never be able to fully have access to your light, to who you are. Integration of yin and yang, divine masculine, divine feminine, the dark and the light. Okay, so when the Spanish missionaries recorded these practices, they deemed the ceremonies to be devil worship. Maria Sabina, a renowned Maztec curandera, held an all-night mushroom velades ceremonies while in a deep trance state to communicate with God and heal the sick. She called she called the mushrooms Ninos, Santos, or holy children. When she was 7 years old, she discovered the magical effects of the mushrooms. I think I was in primary school as well. I was in an Islamic primary school. I remember I was in an Islamic primary school. It's called the King Fahad. You know, the Malik, the Saudi king opened a school. He's passed away now, but the Saudi king opened a school in London, and I was attending this school. My father wanted me to go there, but my mom took me out of it. There were mushrooms, and all the other kids wanted to play, but I just wanted to sit by the mushrooms like Alice in Wonderland. I don't know. I was a weird spiritual kid from the beginning, I'm telling you. I was so keen and interested in the mushrooms until a teacher told me they're poisonous, stay away from them. Maybe they were. I don't know. So then I would just look at it from far. I was drawn to mushrooms. Okay, so it also says here, holy children. When she was 7 years old, she discovered the magical effects of the mushrooms. She ate them and found herself in a realm with lots of children who talked to her and played with her. Maria would hear a beautiful supernatural voice that would direct her healing, explain the nature of life, and teach her the language she spoke during the Veladis. She called herself an interpreter. She called herself an interpreter, the one who reads the sacred spirit language and transcribes it for others. Modern day research shows the psilocybin produces substantial improvements in anxiety and depression symptoms, increasing a sense of well-being and overall quality of life. Also, I'm getting microdosing. If you're someone who suffers from anxiety, PTSD and stuff like that, it won't have to be a forever thing, because you're having these effects, you're having these symptoms because of trauma, and this is medicine. You're not supposed to take it daily it's a treatment until you get better, basically. You know, it's ceremonial but also medicinal. So if you want to take something for a medicine, it's only for a specific time until you've healed, basically, right? So use herbs to heal. I'm also getting mugwort, and I'm also getting for depression. If you're someone who's suffering from anxiety or depression, to also use or research everything that I'm mentioning, guys. Do your research beforehand, please, okay? But I'm also getting St. John's wort. I think that's what it's called. It's a really good alternative for an antidepressant, yeah? That being said, I want to get into Damien, because I feel like it talks about divine masculine, divine feminine, light and dark energy within us. I don't know. I haven't read these yet, guys. It's the first time, but I'm channeling, so let me just get into the beloved. Pluto again. Do they all have Pluto? Because nah, this is insane. Is this all Pluto? No, Saturn. I'm gonna get into all of them. Ayahuasca may benefit those dealing with depression and PTSD. Shamans connect transdimensionally to the supernatural world. I haven't tried ayahuasca. I want to go to an ayahuasca retreat. Pluto, Jupiter. Yeah, not all of these cards is ruled by or connected to Pluto. But anyways, Damiana, okay, it says here, is ruled by Venus and Pluto. Magnetism, attraction, kindred spirits, soulmates, relationships, intimacy, sacred play, finding the beloved within. Self-love. If it's reversed, the negatives of this is lust. So being overly sexual is what I'm getting as well. Uninterested, unsatisfied, rigidity, projecting unavailability, lack of love, feeling unloved, and separation. Damiana is native to Central and South America, and its use dates back to the ancient Maya and Aztecs. Traditionally, Damiana is rejuvenating plant, said to restore sexual vitality and strengthen the reproductive system, as well as commonly used for depression and anxiety. So if you're someone who has experienced SA, I feel like you should work with this plant. In a classic love potion found among the Maya and several indigenous peoples in Mexico, fresh juice is made from the leaves and flowers of Damiana and sweetened with sugar cane. Mayan ceremonial drinks used in religious rites often involve Damiana and or cocoa. The Maya also chewed on the leaves and used them as a poultice and even as a smoke for relaxation and lung cleansing. The word for Damiana literally meant asthma broom. Okay, asthma broom. In folk medicine throughout the Americas, Damiana has been identified as an aphrodisiac, antidepressant, tonic, diuretic, and cough suppressant. It was also used to treat menstrual irregularities and cramps, constipation, asthma, bronchitis, headaches, stomach aches, gastric ulcers, performance anxiety, and more. Like Damiana, Venus, the plant of beauty and art, is said to rule the metamorphosis of cells, their reproduction and enrichment and transformation, as well as the preservation of the body, reproductive system, and the harmony between all systems of the body. Alchemy of polarity is what we're made of, and the integration of opposites is what births the beloved. Yeah, divine masculine, divine feminine, self-love. It's beautiful. I like that. I like it very much. Okay, also maybe rose as well, to work with rose. I like to work with rose when it comes to beautification as well. So next I want to read passion flower. So Pluto, it was already, the signs were already on here. Okay, so this one's ruled by Pluto, this one's ruled by Pluto, this one's ruled by Pluto, this one's ruled by the moon, and Neptune is what I said at the beginning, and this one is Jupiter and Pluto, and this one is Chiron and Jupiter, I believe. Let's look at this one first. Passion flower, surrender. Ginseng, magician. Okay. Passion flower, surrender, sacrifice, surrender, choosing growth, trusting discernment, rituals of letting go. What did I say at the beginning? You're being guided to let go of anything that's keeping you low vibrational, right? Yeah. If it was negative, if it was reversed, the negative side is deception, misguided intentions, deceiving opportunities, unexpected halt, bad judgment, ruled by Neptune and the moon. Okay. A precious, so sunflower, passion sunflower, a precious botanical native to Central and South America, was named for the passions of Christ, referring to his suffering and death by Roman Catholic priests in the 1500s. It was also called La Flor de la Cinca Elias, or the flower of the five runes, referring to the Christ stigmata. The five petals. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Do I have to count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 there. The 5 petal-like sepals of this flower represents the 10 apostles who remained faithful to Jesus throughout the Passion. The circle of hair-like rays above the petals represents Jesus' crown of thorns since its introduction into European herbal medicine. Passion flower has been used as an anti-spasmodic, hypnotic, anodyne, anxiolytic, sedative, and nervous system tonic. Jeez. I need to go to a country where I can get these herbs, because it's gonna be hard delivering them, ordering them online. I'm feeling called to go somewhere. You may be called to go somewhere indigenous as well, North America in particular. The leaf tea became popular in North American medicine in the mid-1800s. It helps with edgy nerves, insomnia, mood disorders, headaches, colic, migraine, menstrual cramps. Interesting. I need to write down what I just got, guys. 1 second. I just got a specific download message, a personal one that I had to write down. So, direct communication with the mythical voice within. It was also used as an incense to alter the energy of spaces that were stressed, traumatized, or disrupted. So it cleanses the energy around you as well if you burn it. Okie dokie, what else? So now I'm gonna go into destiny with the self-endowing. This is my longest reading, guys, and I realized I don't know, my energy is changing. I don't like to channel for too long. I really don't. But maybe I can pass my threshold, so just bear with me, guys, yeah? 30. Destiny, wheel of change, life cycles, destiny, bigger vision, fortune, fate. Look at the color of it as well. The way they look is beautiful. Many Native American people consider how do you say it? Echinacea to be a protective spirit medicine, and some of the root is, bear with me while I just light my incense stick. So I just got my Palo Santos. I could have done this off camera, but Okay, let me stop goofing around. And continue. Echinacea. Life cycles, wheel of change, destiny, bigger vision, fortune, fate, calmer, clinging to control. No, that's the opposite. So upright is all those stuff that I've mentioned. Reversed, the negatives, the downside, is karma, clinging to control, unwelcome changes, cycles of suffering. So the wheel of fortune turning the negative turn, basically. But even that, in higher perspective, that is a purgatory, that is redemption, that is cleansing, that is paying off debts. You know, if you're someone who's made bad choices in life, negative choices, you know, being very selfish or causing harm and pain to others, you are going to pay that debt, whether it comes straight away or it comes a very long time. It will come. It always does. What goes up must come down, right? So a lot of people unfortunately thought they could get away with some stuff, and it always comes at the right time, is what I just heard. Many Native American people consider, I can't say the herb's name, Echinacea. Okay, I'm going to call it Echi from now, okay? Consider Echi to be protective spirit medicine, and some of the roots is often included in medicine. It says medicine pouches worn around the hip or neck. Oh, when they tie it together and make it into a necklace, or on thingy, on the waist. The Navajo consider Echi to be a life medicine, one of the 40 ceremonial plants used for specific healing rituals. On the Great Plains, Echi washes and poultices are favored to dress wounds, infections, pain relief, or sore or torn muscles. It reduces fevers, soothes burns and boils. It treats arthritis, rheumatisms. Many Native American tribes also called it a snake root, as it was used as an anti-venom for rattlesnake bites. I'm just channeling right now. I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to post this video after saying this, but Western medicine, has side effects. It isn't the greatest. There's natural medicine on earth for everything, and it's free. Unless you don't have it around you, you know. Even if it's not free, even if there are practitioners, shamans, it does more good than harm. Those people are the ones that you should go for treatment. A lot of the times people look for earth medicine or herb or holistic methods once they've reached a very low state or lost trust in the W medicine, okay? Catch the drift. I'm gonna call it that from now on. yeah, once they've lost faith in it. I'm one of those people. I've overcome a lot of health problems, and I didn't use these herbs. I use this, I use the ones that I've mentioned. There's a lot in my cabinet, in my kitchen cabinet. My medicine is herbs now, and I've healed myself with a lot of ailments. A lot. I had nerve damage, I had heart problems, I had migraines, I had skin irritations, I had inflammation, I had fluid buildup in the brain, I had 4 lumbar punctures because I was diagnosed with a neurological health condition. I was overweight, I had depression, I had anxiety, I had PTSD. I overcame a lot of things with herbs and yoga, Ayurvedic, like holistic methods. And that's why I'm a spiritual coach now. I am a shaman, but clearly I have much more to learn and do, which I'm excited about. So maybe you're on this journey as well. You may be on this path as well. If you feel like you are, feel free to go on the link that I will be posting, like linking to this video of how to reach out to me. I am a spiritual coach, mental health coach, and a psychic medium and a medical medium as well, where you may have these abilities or maybe you haven't activated these abilities, but I can see the problem health problem someone is feeling or having internally, like which part of their organ is affected for whatever the reason, outside causes, there's different causes for different people, but I can pinpoint and I feel it in my body, and I can also see it in my inner eye what part is affected. And sometimes the answer did I say sometimes? Sometimes actually. Sometimes the answers come from my own knowledge, from what helped me, and sometimes I receive messages from spirit guides speaking through me to give this person a specific thing to work with that I've never heard of myself, and then I look it up and then I'm like, oh, this is amazing. So yeah, I receive messages that way, and it's amazing. I love what I do. I love what I do. And if you're my collective and you resonate with this is your calling as well. This is what you're meant to be doing, and you're passionate about this as well as what I'm getting. So one more card and then I'm going to end this reading here, okay? And the last card is Dandelion, and there's a rainbow there, and I love how this is the end of the, I didn't plan that, but I love the way it panned out. And it's Chiron and Jupiter, I believe. 53. I'm going to start using this deck a lot more. Yes. So upright, it's the wounded healer. That's who you are. You're the wounded healer. This is what I'm talking about as well. What I just said is healing myself, helping myself, learning for myself, and then sharing it, and also helping other people. I had to go through what I've been through, and I don't mean had to in a negative way. I wanted to, my soul, my higher self. Now I know. Before, when I was going through it, I didn't know clearly, but I accepted this path because it was what was going to shape me and teach me to become what it is that I'm meant to become, my soul purpose. So you watching this right now, know that you have been dealt the card is it the card? The cards that you were dealt in life was for you, not against you, to shape you, to teach you. You took upon this because you knew you could do it. You wanted to do it. You were chosen to do it, and you chose to do it as well. The energy that I'm feeling is, if the rainbow had an energy, that is how I'm feeling. Okay, so it says here, inner child healing journey, tools to awaken. I'm telling you, the energy that I'm feeling, the spirit guides are definitely around right now. The angels. You're someone who works with angels. I work with angels, obviously, but I just want a moment of gratitude right now. Okay. The English word for dandelion comes from the French dent de lion, the lion's teeth, referring to the spiky pointed shape of the plant. The French also called this plant pissenlit, or pea the bed, due to its diuretic powers. Diuretic powers? What does that mean? Diarrhea? I don't know. These words. Diuretic powers. Native Americans used it to treat kidney disease, swelling, skin problems, heartburn, and upset stomach. Traditional Chinese medicine used it for stomach problems, appendicitis, breast inflammation, and to assist mothers with milk production. In Europe, it has been used to relieve fever and treat boils, eye problems, diabetes, and diarrhea. Dandelion is a survivor. It has extraordinary ability to withstand hardship and thrive in disturbed environments. Survivor, the wounded healer, the Chiron. I'm hearing something to do with Hercules and, trust me, Augustus. I don't know. I'm also getting, the story, the mythology of how the wounded healer became the wounded healer. I'm going to end this soon because my phone's about to die. The Chiron, also known as the wounded healer, was a wise centaur in Greek mythology who gave up his immortality to save Prometheus after he was accidentally pricked by a poison arrow, and learned that despite all his medical knowledge, he would be in pain forever. He ended up landing among the stars as a constellation. Chiron orbits between Saturn and Uranus, symbolically marking the liminal territory between Saturn, the third dimension, and concrete reality, and Uranus, the fifth dimension, and the quantum, embodying the rainbow bridge between the inner and outer planets in astrology. Okay, in astrology, Chiron represents our deepest, most tender wounds that are the most difficult to heal, yet it also marks where we hold our greatest gifts. Guidance. Dandelion is here to remind you that you can thrive regardless of your circumstances. Take ownership of your wounds. Find gratitude in the lessons. Dive deep into the depths of your origins, and use your wounding to further define the purpose and healing you are here to transmit and share with the world. Don't let your pain define your personality, but draw from it for strength and purpose. Like Chiron, you are born from the seeds of higher order intelligence. Embrace this great healing power you've been given and go beyond. the outline path. I love it. I love it. You are a beautiful soul, beautiful individual who, no matter what you've been through in life, you didn't allow it to turn you bitter and ugly and hateful and just angry towards the world like some people have. We all chose our roles. We all chose our roles. Some people chose to play the villain. I'm also hearing there's no hero without a villain. A hero wouldn't be a hero if there wasn't a villain, you know. Those people, there was a purpose for them. That was their purpose, if that makes sense. It sounds twisted. That was their purpose. They are teaching people lessons. I was taught those lessons by those people who taught me those lessons. You know, I don't know if I should keep calling them these negative terms because they were filling a purpose. That is a higher perspective, guys. If you're not there yet, you'll be there. But I feel like if you truly resonate with this, then you're already there. I'm going to leave you guys with so much love and courage to do the inner healing and follow your heart, follow your guidance, follow your intuition, work on discernment, go easy on yourself, you know, try to use your money for things that help you and build you, not destruct you. You know, you gotta start somewhere. Maybe now is when you start your journey, and the journey to the end of the rainbow is what I just heard. I don't know what I'm going to title this video yet. Clearly, if you're watching this, I've already made that decision. I will try to make it something that fits this reading very well. This is a beautiful reading, so I hope it's helped you. Please do subscribe and give it a like so the video circulates, and just to let me know that these type of readings is what my collective needs at this time, okay? Because it will let me know, the amount of people that like this video will let me know if it was beneficial or not. So that being said, I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. Bye.